has been finished up with the Naafiri and the Kled, and they will then go with the Talia, which is also a champion we see fairly often. And Seven apparently also throwing in the gauntlet that, yes, Ryze is strong early game, he will skill really hard, but the Talia from level 9...
Drake go down, but not really to get involved.
It's going to be an Infernal Drake, really easy to take for Galions at the moment. And there we go, Infernal Drake.
Incredibly fast and difficult to get on top of. And it is just going to be the continuation of what we'd seen previously. Baus is going to go and proxy through a couple of waves. This is the joy right here of the Kled. You can get very, very aggressive. One of the few champions that can try fight the Ambessa 1v1, but this is not a 1v1. Oh, no!
This is not a 1v1, this is a 2v1. The ultimate from Ragnar missed completely. Though, at least those Qs, though. The stun goes through, and there he goes, the first blood. All for Shersha.
That was a little bit messier than it is.
The top part of the river, these void grabs belong to Galions, and it should be 3 of them.
And they have been able to be in complete control of all of these early objectives so far. Grab themselves that early Infernal. Now going to grab all 3 of these grubs. And that's a really nice way
to look for the steal. And now Cersei goes in. There it goes. Unbelievable ultimate from the side of Reckless and Crony, took down Cersei. Serin also so Chang down. Naafiri grabs the Drake, and everything is looking good for Los Ratones as Crown is taking a double kill. This is a massive victory for them. 3 down from Galions. And it's gonna be 4. There it goes. 4.
Track through for the rest of this game to see if Galleon's Pearl are gonna, figure that one out, make it better. That's nice. Holy.
That was a nice one. I grabbed the ball at the moment. They have the firepower to deal with this, to deal with Nemesis, to deal with Crowny. The fact that Crowny went also for plated steel caps is also huge. It's gonna be way off tank here than the usual. 80 carries is not gonna be that easy for Galions to deal with him, with also the added mobility that Corki have, barrier up and flash up. It's not gonna be that easy. You need your Junara to scale. Galions lost control of the river, no matter what. It didn't belong to them anyway. So Nemesis is in danger right now. Baus being the falling. Also, the Crowny dealing some free damage. Baus against the wall, and that's the ultimate from Reckless. Harpoon is down, and Veldia took over, and now here it comes because she's not just immune, she also resets. What is Naafiri for God's sake?
Ragnar missed again.
Ragnar is so alone in the world, and Crowny gets another kill. And Bessa.
Damage dealers, a main playmaker as well for Galions. And yeah, right at the end, Ragnar missing that ulti through. As much as we did like the look of the Galions draft coming,
so valuable, and you just lost it trying to get Baus.
We'll see if the lack of engage will hurt. Clearly, Baus doesn't think so.
There's a little bit of a problem. The Temper Fate missed completely. Nemesis is dead, but he got so at least before everything else. And there it goes. Naafiri is untargetable, and Veldius alive. Cersei as well. I don't know exactly how, but he managed to get away alive. Crowny with W, really aggressive. Seismic Show promising, but not enough as Baus took down Galions ADC. Serin just making sure that Skarl is away and making Baus more vulnerable. Another massive seismic show, but now, yes, Baus is down, and that's a massive shack down. Going all straight forward to Ambessa's hands. Ambessa definitely a dangerous one to give that amount.
Teleports available. Baus 5 seconds till he's up.
There he goes. Galions trying to a desperate attempt to grab the attackant. He coming through. It's Baus joining the fight. Weave as well, just to make sure that Los Ratones are away from the neutral objective. But the fight is massive. That's already a double kill for Crowny. It's getting everything and giving Galions absolutely nothing. Harpoon transcending, but he transcended to the other life. It's not worth, definitely not worth that. Arakan was a mess. Arakan is where disasters happen.
Yes.
I thought at this point of the year that we already knew this.
Noah, it's never over. There is at no point in our future a time when teams don't throw around the Atakan. So he's going to do his absolute best to at least delay things right here, waste a little bit of time from not allow anybody to just get picked off on the sideline while walking into these objectives. Just make it very hard to play out this Galleon Pearls composition.
Now, do you have a Galleon Pearls jar? It's like a sword jar, but every time you say Galleon's Pearl, you put a pound into it.
I think I just need to put more money in. Look.
I support you. It's okay.
Damn it. I knew I was going to do it. Immediately did it. This is too much time spent in the women's scene. Ah, well.
It's been a long time following Galions Pearl, definitely. So at least though, we are following you in your way to the fountain. Not alone though, because Charity is gonna go. It's gonna go with you. Like you never get one, right? It's gonna be a 2-0. Los Ratones is getting 2 kills completely free, and I pretty much feel that the game is over for Galions at this point. It's AK 400 gold diff in Los Ratones' favor. They have a rise that is yet to scale. Crowny is 6-0-3, and I can't recall a single fight where Crowny was really threatened.
No. Crowny has been absolutely chilling his way through this game, and that's a big part of what you can do when you've both got a Bard for that little bit of extra help with the Tempered Fate. Just survive for so long, just be annoying, and that's so helpful when you're Corky. You can just sit and chill. Zolas, again, just has to turn tail and run. I think he's still going to end up dying.
Oh, Zolas. You know, I said,
it's okay.
Like, Spike is everything or is nothing, and this Spike is not thriving. It's definitely not thriving. So we are almost in a 10k gold diff situation. Like, for me it's the line where you define where it's almost impossible to throw a game. Nemesis though gonna be taken down by Galions. 3 members of Galions just to make sure that Rice is dead. Nemesis couldn't even flash, but I don't think this is totally worth for Galions though. Volja showing himself here in the bottom lane. Churchy going on he's fighting it, and Crowny flanking with the cookie. He's in the carry, he's flanking, and he's being successful though. And Belgium now, he has the opportunity to reset, and there it goes. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out and able
to make it out of the Swiss stage, and then they arrive in their first round matchup and just destroy opponents in the round of 16, and now looking to dismantle Galions in exactly the same way in the winter split than any other team, and they dog walk everybody. They lose a single game basically the entire time, right? In both the domestic NLC and at the EMEA Masters. But this team seems to just keep getting better and better, and you can never look at them and go, oh yeah, they don't have anything left in the tank. They've always got something interesting to play from. In this game, it might be over.
It might be over. I think it should be over, right? They just need to put the cherry on top of the cake. They have everything. Like, the game is looking good. It looks almost unthrowable at this point. This gold deep, it looks kind of unthrowable. Like you can feel that Galions have no damage to deal with nothing. Honestly, they have no damage. They have no vision. She has dogs.
Yes.
Like it's like Khalees. She just turns away, and you are missing completely your hook. And it happened to Fnatic as well in during Worlds. Temper Fate from Reckless and Belgian goals and targetable. Oh my god, Mike is absolutely destroyed. This is another plot, but there it goes. Reiner trying to do some damage already. A double kill for Belgia, who goes and resets, and again and again and again and again. The question: who let the dogs out? Harpoon may be the hero, but I'm really sorry, it's not gonna happen this time. It's not gonna be it. Maybe with 5 more minutes, it could have been, but this is an ace. This is over. Los Ratones are just going to put the 1-0 in the series.
They're going to be able to finish up this first game in under 30 minutes time. A dominant look from the start till the end. Harpoon finally scrapes together 3 items, looks to open up in that fight, but it's too little, it's too late. Los Ratones, the NLC 1 seed, will take this first game.
And it was
the only supports that Zolis has shown thus far are heavy engaged supports, and that into an Alistar is just counterpicking yourself. This is a complete draft trap by Los Ratones executed to perfection, and Galions just walking right into it.
Most if we count that one of the champions that is dealing with is Alistar, who we all know that is really powerful in the first levels of the game, right? No, he definitely is. Volja looking for something in here. Nemesis with Kaza the Weak and Zarin going forward, committing, flushing. Like this guy has everything calculated. Volja though showing himself up here in the mid lane. Zarin knows he's in trouble and he's trying to desperately reach the inner tower in the mid lane. Territory. Los Ratones territory though, it's here.
Yes, exactly. They're going to be able to just push on forwards towards the top side of the map. It is going to be that 1-for-1 trade. Usually do think of these grubs as being a little bit stronger than just being able to grab yourself an initial Drake. So overall, Los Ratones is going to be happy with this one. Still, they don't exactly have the kind of team, kind of tower breaking composition. It's alright, it's alright.
Tiny allowed.
It's all good, yeah. The kind of tower breaking composition overall that Galions have, I think Galions would have really been able to hammer home the use of those 3 grubs early on. But we'll see if they're going to be able to fully stack up.
Boss, you're biting this bait, and it's low quality bait, because here with Cersei, right? They got the Drake. You knew they were roaming around. You know that they were here all around, and it goes...
Yeah, you've got yourself the Satchel Charger's Harpoon to try to get yourself away a little bit more. Still getting caught out could be pretty rough. Ragnar now going to try chase down, still all out.
Loud from the boss.
Oh,
Ragnar
nice.
with the Mega Narc. Go silent against the war. You are grounded, and this is what Ragnar control. So everything is looking good. And Crony is so ahead. You shouldn't be stepping in here. There he goes. Reckless trying to stop Cersei from ganging there in the top lane. But I don't think Ragnar needs Cersei at all. And Crony is already done. Ragnar, I think this is.
They're going to try to push on forwards at all. Nice, easy pickup here for the Galions.
The fact that he's Harpoon with no flash, face checking, able to get this Brave Herald, which is so important for them, right?
Yes.
Because you need this kind of compass when you're playing poke, when you're playing long range, fragile carriers such as Jace, such as Six. You need to be ahead in vision. You need to be ahead of every single situation. You need to be the one sieging. You don't want to be defending, because those champs are not as good as defending a siege than sieging. Ragnar is out of control. That's another solo kill, and I think it's the 3rd one in this game.
Yep.
He killed the game boss, and this is not a good death. People was traumatized about Boss Cassante, and they are still shut down on top of Sarin. Nemesis getting the kill, 3-2-0, and
Bouse cannot sit to him one-on-one right now. More magic resist under his belt, but also you have to have it, otherwise Ragnar will just rip your head off.
Crowny again, so stepping forward, and there goes Nautilus. It's relentless.
One more.
There goes Harpoon trying to get...
But their composition is fully built for it.
Yeah, full build, but I think Galions did their homework when it comes to prevent those kind of skirmishes. Like, pay attention at the amount of vision Galions placed around the bottom side of Los Ratones jungle. It's too much, even. I could say that even it's just too much. Just to secure this Infernal Drake that is gonna be so point.
A team's favorite things to do. Maybe we've got one here again.
Oh god, the Atakan is where disasters are cooked. Atakan is where disasters happen, and there he goes. The tower goes to get back the game on the other side. If Galions secure this Atakan, is gonna be, just a win-win for them. They're just gonna win more. It's an all or nothing for Los Ratones. Or they fight or they lose already in here. They're just trying to figure out how to get themselves into the river, and maybe the curtain call is gonna be the answer. So Elise in a bad position, has to flash away as well. Artillery's still alive. Ragnar jumps in as Meganer, and Cersei is the one securing the Atakan with thus my Nemesis grabbed, and there's no Sky of the Way that's gonna save you from this situation. In this moment where they have, and it's an obligation, they have to fight for this Drake.
Absolutely, you can't just step back. Giving over this Infernal Soul uncontested would be really, really bad right here for Los Ratones. The fact they're able to grab themselves that bot lane tower as well is pretty nice, but look, top lane, Ragnar pushing right now, has the TP.
Belgia ultimate, and it comes with the curtain call. Cersei maybe in some kind of threat, and there goes Volya as well, but Zolis is okay, Cersei is okay, and Maokai does this in a really, really good way. There goes the ultimate Harpoon, little damage, absolutely brilliant, and then threat, and flashing forward even, and getting to 2 kills for the 6. Reckless, where are you going? He's looking for some directions. Crown is the one last man standing for Los Ratones, and this is it. I told you after the Atakan that I thought it was going to be the last nail in the coffin for Los Ratones' game. And I think this just shares the same opinion. It's gonna be Infernal Soul 25 minutes into the game, and they are just heading directly straight forward to the Baron Nashor. They're getting everything.
Yeah, absolutely. They can just clean house with this one, especially with Crowny having to flash away. Velia still 6 seconds away from respawning with the smite. Just gonna be everything going Galion's pole. I don't disagree with you, right? I think the Atakan was the final nail in the coffin. And then this Drake, this Baron, we have thrown that into the grave, right? It is spooky season. It is looking real scary right here for Los Ratones. They're gonna have to buck this game up really quickly, otherwise we are gonna be tied up 1-1 in this series. And having a look back at this one, this isn't even that you've got your high-powered Narin already. This is just such an odd split fight. It's a really great Maokai ulti across multiple members to just make sure that you can't get involved early on. And Saren, he's the one dealing the big damage right now. Harpoon as well. And on split fights in this situation where you're not using this skirmish teamfight composition altogether from Los Ratones, it just doesn't work.
The fact is that I feel like Los Ratones overcommitted into fighting Cersei here. And it's Maokai, I know this is not even as close as a tank Maokai. Like, it's almost full AP. There goes Vals with the all-out, honestly, because there's no other way to describe it. Cersei just grabs the kill, 0-5-0 for the Vals. Not a lot of good deaths. And you get to think sometimes that even with Baus dying constantly, he's gonna manage to pull through at some point, but it's not happening in this one. And now this is where Galions combo wants to be sieging, in control of vision, in control of the game, and it's impossible to get them. And there goes Velia with Flash, and with the Cyclone reactivating it, but the Curtain Call, even though it's following up, it's just not enough. There is no damage. It's negative damage from Los Ratones. That's already a double for Saren, and this is going to be 8 blocks here. At least we're gonna get 4 games in this series. Los Ratones are not gonna get another 3-0 in playoffs. This is gonna be the 1-1. Galions strikes back and defeats Los Ratones in the second game.
Damn, a real dominant performance in the first game from Los Ratones and a complete reversal of the script in that second game. Galions
do your work, but in the end, this champion will just out-sustain every single fight.
Oh, there we go.
But he will go for the Cho'Gath, which is a matchup that he's played before into Ragnar as well. Back then he was playing into a Cassante, so it's maybe a little bit different, but the extra sustain you get from your Cho'Gath passive against the Yorick Ghouls, it makes complete sense.
The ground with the shovel and force Boss to flash away. Boss suffering, Nemesis suffering, Nemesis with the Q has been massive, the town and their tower, and Seren's still alive, but somehow I don't know how Seren's still alive. Wow, Nemesis! That was in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, I think that Saren was...
Okay,
oh my god.
Nemesis.
Oh my god.
So at least
you were so
optimistic. I mean, so this kind of guy, I feel like he was expecting Nemesis to pay attention to the store instead of the lane, but Nemesis was on board.
He missed as well.
Bossy, another shovel to the ground, and Ragnar wants to kill Bossy in here, and maybe it's going to be Cersei. Flash! Through the wall on the first blood. Easy
previous game, one of the main reasons the Galions were able to win was just no play fouls.
Bossy, oh my god, Bossy again. Second kill in a row for Cersei, who's destroying top lane in Galion's favor. At least this time, you were the Cho'Gath enough.
No, needs to step back away as quickly as possible. Is going to be able to get out. Now Los Ratones looking to engage.
Looking for a fist fight, there it goes, Nemesis, massive ton, and Velja with the ultimate unlock, but this one comes for Cersei. Cersei with Brahm's passive, in some kind of trouble, Harpoon trying to deal some damage. But
Harpoon.
He's landing Qs, but are Qs enough?
He missed!
There he goes, that Q missed. Velja alive, but they are not giving up. Another come from Nemesis, and this one goes on top to Solis, who has to flash away. Unbreakable from Reckless, really tanky, and here it comes, a dinosaur. You may not fear him, because with the skin, it's just a cute, but here it comes, Boss, silencing everybody. Harpoon on the other side of the fight, another ton. Nemesis taunt after taunt after taunt after taunt. He isn't playing Syndra anymore, but those you see, oh my god, those are very good taunts. Bastille trying to get in control of the mid wave. Cersei had time to come back after the first stages. He just had to flash. That's flash away for your jungler. It was really fragile, even just because she's an assassin. Profane Harry isn't able
to just jump in immediately, or misses that one though. Crowny.
There he goes. Harpoon is absolutely down. Crowny grabbed the first kill, and there he goes. Bronze passive paying dividends. Solis also so done. Crowny jumping on top of him, and there goes the third kill on top of Los Ratones, who got the feat of warfare. Cersei even started, which is terrible news for Los Ratones, of course. But they need to leave at least the top side of the river. Voldia and the rest respect the fact that Galions may commit for the fight that they don't feel safe enough. Boss is done.
What happened? Oh, that's so unfortunate that we panned away and didn't get to see what it was that sparked that little extra engage off. Now, you have to go as Los Ratones.
Double stun, there goes knockup, the Magnus Storm from Solis, and I feel like Galions wanna leave behind their support, the massive display of talent, and Crowny with the last auto attack gets the kill.
What?
Cersei got confident, but it was a
boy.
bad time to get confident. Cersei with Protocol trying to get away, and Zeren right now.
He's going to be ripping through people. We've already seen it. Still, in that previous fight, it got a little bit messy because Baus got caught out on the edge. I'd love to have seen what it was that happened there, but unfortunately, we probably won't get a look back at that one. Herald now going to be restarted by Galions, and they are going to be watched doing it by Reckless. Now, Reckless is completely alone right here, so
Yes.
no real threat of him stealing that one away unless he gets a miracle off. No, isn't going to try for that one. That's not always the case, right? You can make it work. Nemesis, I don't know that you want to step into this bush.
Nemesis! Oh, he sensing something. He's saying, Nemesis still alive. Our 3 members of Galions hitting Nemesis, and Nemesis still alive. He's trying to get away. And he's gonna manage to survive
Upgraded
somehow.
recall.
This is absolutely
Oh,
crazy.
TP,
Now, Solis,
TP.
what are you doing in here? This is not jungle. He found Reckless, and the TP is coming through. Passive for you, ultimate for you. Valji jumping on top of him, and Solis are paying for the is paying for the sins of
Between worlds, Seren's trying to step back to be able to hit the edge of that ulti to then jump forwards and go and pick up the rest of that kill. But it
Ratones
just
are going to be able to stack Mountain Drakes, make their tanks tankier, which is a problem as Velja. We witness him using the supreme display of talent in there, like trying to zoning Galions from the top side of the river. Boss is getting something in there, and Velja overstepped as well. Supreme display of talent from you, and now this one, I still say Cersei, who's now again alone in there, has to flash away as Boss is trying to get some dinner again. Unbreakable from Reckless, who's being shot down by the Yorick nonetheless. He's carrying though. Ryder is trying to turn his Yorick, but Los Ratones are going forward again. In between was from Aurora being here because Belia needs to run away as Nemesis is alone and shut down for Harpoon on top of Belia. And
yeah, I mean, there's nobody to steal this one away. Baus doesn't even have that knob. He does have the health to be able to teleport back in, and he is incredibly scary at the moment. Just completed his unending despair as well. They need to be careful that this actually resets. Baus can totally just keep this unleashed and keep it playing through. You have to turn back. Oh, this is such a good play here from Baus. If you could delay this long enough, look, his team's going to re-engage and re-arrive onto this one as Galions. You have to steal it away from your own team
Cersei
now.
still in the feast, but Boss decided that he was going to feast on Silas. He was gonna feast on Silas, and now so at least I think
Now it resets?
this is a small victory for Galions, the fact that the Atakan resetted somehow, but Cersei is still down. 20 seconds, more or less, for Silas to come back. And Los Ratones are the ones getting back. They got the Atakan. It looked good for Galions, but it's looking good for Los Ratones at the moment, as Galions decided to go for the first tower in the middle lane. But there goes Nemesis. There's no towers, so there's no dive in there. Nemesis against 3.
Coming back out of this replay, and it's time to fight again.
Another Mountain Drake, and for me, Galions cannot afford let Los Ratones attack those Mountain Drakes. So tired right now. I thought they could get the tower, right? Without a tower from Boss, once again, Tristana needs to jump away. There goes Rupture, not get it off from Boss, but still really, really strong front lane. There goes Nemesis with the dash and taunt, so at least maybe forsaken by his team, sorry. He's been marked by Brown's passive. No Swellies anymore.
Wow.
No Swellies anymore. Really quick display of massive talent from Velja Astronaut jumps forward. And here it comes. The display of resets. It's Tristan a 1-0 though, because Seren and the rest are still trying to fight redemption, coming through, trying to get his team still held and safe and sound. There goes Seren in between worlds. Harpoon may be in trouble, but wherever you jump, you are in trouble, my friend. Wherever you jump, there are enemies. These are 4 kills.
Teleport going to come in right here as well from Nemesis, and it's only Ragnar and Zoelis left available. I don't think these two are really going to be able to stop this one going down.
They want the Drake to be resetted. They want Los Ratones to leave the Drake. Are they gonna get their objective? Wow. Okay. No. They left the Drake for a couple of seconds. That's it. And Baus has A really strong
Wait,
gainer.
there's no
Here
sweat
comes
now.
Cersei.
Get it,
Here comes
get
Cersei.
it, get it.
They need to silence King Seven jumping forward. It was Cersei. It was Cersei who saved the day for Galions. It was Cersei who secured the Drake. But how much blood it
Saren does so
costed,
much damage.
How much blood the Drake was worth. Cersei got the Drake. He got alive. But here comes Crowny. Crowny jumping forward. That was bold. That was maybe too bold for your own sake. And Velja joining the fight. Massive supreme display of talent as Velja claims Harpoon's head and flashes away from Saren, who's chasing him down. Velja still really fragile, and Aurora's damage is just too much for him as Velja goes invisible, trying to get rid of the rabbit, of the tiny rabbit. Los Ratones, though, even though they lost the neutral objective, 2k gold ahead, and boss fight.
Saren.
The boss fight was tremendous. Velja in a problem, but Saren missed.
Massively won right here for Los Ratones. Not giving Mountain Soul over to this composition
Yes.
is massive going forward.
It's like, Mom, please, 5 more minutes. I want to sleep 5 more minutes.
Yep.
Galions want to fight 5 more minutes, not letting Los Ratones grab that Mountain Soul. But, and I told you, this is a really fast, this is a really quick Baron Nashor. Tristana, like, courtesy of Tristana, that Baron Nashor goes straight forward to Los Ratones' hands. But maybe Baus, are you in trouble? Are you in trouble? No, because he has Protopelt.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
oh my god, he has a Protopelt. Call an ambulance, but not for boss. Call an ambulance, but not for boss. He was not the one in trouble. It was against Soelis. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay is
Good.
Now,
Good
you've
one.
got to bear in mind. End of the world.
The end of the world, I don't know. Be careful with your words. Let's look at this, Volja. Supreme display of talent. Saren goes invisible. And Saren
Saren's
goes definitely invisible.
That's
as an
the end of the
spirit
world.
To the fountain. That's the end of the world as Baus flanks Protobel forward, knockup on Zoelis, and Reckless and the rest just go forward, only forward. The ultimate from Nemesis trying to shield him from the dive. They are just diving and rolling under the tower, and they don't care because they are just too tanky, and they don't even have the Mountain Soul. But the bot lane inhibitor is being out. It's absolutely out as Harpoon is joining the rest of this team in the fountain. This is going to be a 2-1 for Los Ratones with a really tanky and rocky composition. It's gonna be an ace. 2-1 for the NLC team. Really looking for that golden road, trying to get all 3 NLCs and all 3 EMEA Masters. Now they are...
Galions, it's kind of hard to find their way into the composition of Los Ratones.
Yeah, I feel like the engage tools of Zoelis and this Gragas are gonna really struggle here. Just into
It's always a bit different, more unfair, a little bit more unfair in some kind of sense. After he gets the stacks to use the passive, and Boss may be in trouble. W from Boss, and here comes the pillar. Boss has to flash away, but Cersei goes and follows him, and bites and sticks and stones are gonna break your bones. But I don't know if Los Ratones are gonna have just enough. With one Grabby denying one Grabby. Here comes Nemesis with the cage. You play prison break and one prison into another prison. Crony using the ultimate defensively. Israelis has to flash away. And Nemesis in between all the enemies. There it goes. W not enough, but it's Israelis who gets the kill. So not bad for Los Ratones. Here comes Smolder's mother trying to put some order in kill. Trying to smash them away after you grab the first kill, but they won't go, right?
Stop.
And suddenly you deal with the fact that Nemesis is in between all the enemies, and that's one kill, and they wanted more grabbies, they wanted more. Like, the gold diff is really tight. You have Nemesis scaling. On the other side, Galions are fighting with the fact that also Saren got a kill, and here, I've been here, I've seen this, and this happened again. Yes. Not with Zoelis and Saren, it happened before, but the fact that Baus is able to clear the wave. Saren, though, Zoelis is getting the kill. Zoelis is getting the kill, right? Zoelis is getting the kill. Oh, he's getting killed. I'm not really sure.
A strong spot moving on forwards. Whilst all of that craziness is happening topside, of course, it drags the members away from this Drake. Los Ratones is going to grab their second
damage. He's going to heal. And we are talking about levels of non-fairness. Like critical levels of non-fairness. Talking about what? Baus 2v1. There goes Ragnar using the slowing cast, and Cersei trying to subjugate the Poppy, the pillar as well, and Harpoon joins the fight as well. 1v3 for Baus. Harpooner is the one taking the kill. 3-1 and 2 for this Smolder that is trying to get desperately to the 5th game. There goes Smolder's mother on the Cataclysm, and Crowny all the time using that ultimate offensively to grab this time the shot down on top of Smolder. So I spoke well of Harpoon. I'm really sorry. This is caster jinx, and it's at most.
Yeah, now Velio as well.
Oh,
Also just gonna
Velio.
step up and steal away that red buff. Just adding insult to injury.
No.
Now he's going in. Doesn't actually hit the flag and drag. Ragnar
Ragnar.
is still quite low, and Velio with the Thunder Sky does a lot of damage. Is just gonna have to peel away. Settle for only stealing a couple more camps. Hang on, it just doesn't stop.
Seconds away for Crowny to recover that flash, and the pillar is there, and Saren is getting the away. So at least, I mean, any other day, any other player would have flashed centuries ago. But Nemesis knows that they have no damage to deal with him yet. And Crowny flash forward again, pulling all those feathers to him. They didn't need even the Rift Hurl to do so, or even ranked champions, right? So the Rift Hurl is going to go between both teams. But this race for the first tower is not that easy for Galions. Here it comes. Jail, you're playing Prison Break, and right now Nemesis, now the flash is there, and it was worth to save it! Trouble that he has that feather storm. This tower in the middle, though, it's not gonna be that easy. Here comes Black Combo. The Rift Herald, though, is gonna save Cersei. That was a smart way using the objective. Oh, nice turnaround. Toretto would have been.
Again, it's going to be started by Los Ratones. The push going through from Seren in the top lane, and he does not have a teleport, so you're going to get a tower, trade it back for the soul point. I don't think there's any way you can step up here as Galions. Trying to throw out a couple of things, a little bit of a sneeze coming on through, but that is going to so far. It does also have Reckless running on in. I don't think he can save this tower, so that is going to be more standing gold going over to Galions. That's the thing, right? You really don't.
Is this LPL or something and I'm missing it? Because this is the classic moment of commitment from an LPL team. And Boss,
okay.
He bite. It was cheap bait once again. Saren grabs a kill, but Nemesis on the other side is doing some honest work, trying to get the second tower. They're in the top lane. Ragnar trying to stop him. Spelling Kaza though, kind of save him. And now you play Prison Break, and Nemesis is tanking, though. Nemesis is tanking. I don't know if he's baiting, and there goes the redemption, and it's gonna be Zoelis in the end. I think it was with the redemption, actually.
Yeah.
The one getting Nemesis kill. Belgia wants some blood, jumping flat combo on top of Ragnar, who has no ultimate yet, but Harpoon is rotating, Cersei is there, Zoelis is also there, and this is maybe some kind of problem for Los Ratones. Belgia flies with the knock-up, Crowny dealing some damage, there goes flat combo away as the Atakan is being witness of all of this, and on the other side of the map is Azir, the one doing right now some honest and hard work, and nobody's stopping Saren.
No.
Nobody is denying Saren from taking everything and leaving nothing behind. More knockups coming from Zoelis. You're just chasing, stalking around.
Come through, teleports from both of the missing members.
Yeah, definitely the other kind where disasters are cooked, right? Balls with the W, denying the engage from Ragnar and the rest. And there goes the hammer bust from Poppy. There it goes, dealing with the problems. Belgium, the rest trying to take the Atakan to thanking for the pull, but the double knockup though, it was Jarva, it was Belgium, the one securing the neutral objective. And now, after this fight, you need to get away. Here comes Redemption, and the Smolder is online and stuck. But yet, here comes his mother, Nemesis and Belgium alive somehow. Saren unable to reach them, and Prison Break after Prison Break are the ones trying to deny that ocean. So for Los Ratones, Ragnar trying to contain them here in the bottom side of the river. Here goes Explosive Cast. Zoelis maybe in some kind of trouble as Galions are trying to commit the neutral objective, but Baus, massive hammer shot, massive, absolutely massive, and Cersei goes to the wall. Cersei is grounded, and Jarvan gets the shot down. Now there
Saren's in the pit.
no jungler from Galions. Baus still in the pit, and Saren getting the kill. But there it goes, it's Ocean Soul for Los Ratones, and how are you going to deal with that one? The fight is crazy long. Emperor's Divide, but Saren, you have nothing to do with that. So Harpoon is the last one standing for Galions. The double goes for Crowny, and what can do? What is the poor small there is able to do to deal with Belgium, the rest, and that Ocean Soul, there's nothing to do. The gold of steel for Galions. But those drakes though, those
To the pit right here as the Azir. Yes, you deal a lot of damage, and Zoelis does a good job of keeping him alive for
the goddess in there, like, for some reason. But I mean, maybe at some point it becomes a smaller item. But for now, he's still crying. Explosive Cask.
but Nemesis
is
is
too
caught.
tanky.
He's so
Redemption
caught.
coming through. Nemesis got to flash away by Harpoon.
What is he doing?
The kill though. There's hope for Galions. Baus is gonna be taken down as this is double for the poor little Smolder. That is not just as poor as little anymore. Almost 300 stacks for Smolder. Harpoon though, now he has to deal with Crowny. 1v1, here comes Smolder's mother. Oh my god, the feather! Okay, not the best, but he got Smolder no matter what. It's gonna be a shutdown though for Saren. Bold, aggressive move from Crown. He went
Yeah.
all mad to deal 1v1.
Yourself up the Baron or not right here. Velia is still alive, currently in a fight with Ragnar, trying to keep him out of the pit. Without the smolder, this Baron is going down way slower. Velia has
Galions.
to flash out. Is he able to re-engage though? Galions, they're doing their best to say no.
Oh no. Oh maybe. Right now Galions still committing
No.
to the Baron Nashor, the Emperor's Divide, just
Oh!
to keep out
Oh
Velia
my
away.
God,
And it was Nemesis! It was Nemesis, the one securing the neutral, and Velja grabs a kill on top of Severin. What is going on, Zoelis? This is not your side of the map. Severin is down, Cersei's down, and Velja wants some more blood. Look at that killing. Look at that. Jarvan was supposed to be done minutes ago, and right now
Was
he's
it worth?
full.
Totally worth, because it stops this Baron from going down anywhere near as fast. You've got the Smolder here. This is a one fight. You get the Baron. Everything's now been shown that Galions can fight back, and that Harpoon, he really does hurt.
And it was Nemesis the one taking it away. So right now, I don't know if people is trusting of Galions forcing this to a 5 games. Boss, some kind of problem. No, she's so tanky, and Crown is dealing some more
What are they
damage.
doing?
Crowny just dodging a Smolder's ultimate with the Featherstorm. This is the first kill, and there goes another one. Super Zero for Los Ratones, who are pushing. More miracles are there under Galions live. Now this is gonna be mid inhibitor tower down. The inhibitor is gonna be down as well. Still Ocean Soul bows trying to force them away. Harpoon trying to do some damage, but there's just not enough damage. Harpoon is all down. He's all shine down. Now it's Cersei away, and this is gonna be it. This is not gonna be 5 games of anything. This is Los Ratones securing their presence on the semifinals against Carmine Court Blue. And oh my god, Blockster, what a series is that one going to be?
Oh boy, it's gonna be such a banger right there. Los Ratones, they keep the Golden Road alive. They stop us. They save us from having an LFL semi-final. No French on French action going on forwards. But I gotta say, your mate